Hello, everybody. So as you can see, we decided to do a redesign on the search page. And before we had the facets on the side and we were filtering the content by facets, but we decided to forego that and just have a keyword search. So today we're going to explore how to do a keyword search with Sitecore. And the first thing we need to do is configure the Sitecore Search Console to do this. So here we are in the Sitecore Search Console. The big idea that we want to do, if we go here to our crawler, is if you remember how the crawler is set up, we have this trigger here, we're crawling the sitemap, and what we're going to do is we're going to just essentially crawl all the content in every single page so that we can keyword search for that, for the most relevant items. And keep me honest, people of the internet, but the way I understand it is that essentially we're going to crawl all the content of every page. It's going to get stored in some kind of vector database, and then the AI magic behind the scenes will recommend the most relevant items based off of how we configure this here. So let's just go ahead and start with that. We're going to go to administration, domain settings, and then attributes. And we're going to add another attribute. And we'll call it body content. Okay. It's going to be a string. We're going to return it in the API response. And then the different part that we need to do here is go to use for features on the side. And we're going to check textual relevance. And you'll see how this fits in a little bit later. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and publish this. We're not going to re-index yet. Okay, there it is. Okay, next thing we're going to do is you're going to go to sources on the side and go to your crawler that you want. And then to your document extractor. This is our JavaScript extractor. We're going to go ahead and edit that. And then I have some code pre-written here. Essentially what this chunk of code does is it's going to grab the main element and it's grab all the text inside of the main element. And essentially there's it's just going to parse all that text. I will leave this in the description if you guys want to reuse it. And then I'll just put it here. Okay. And then I'm going to return body content, I called it. Okay. Save. We're not going to publish. We're going to publish, but we're not going to recrawl yet. So we have one more step that we have to do. The last thing we have to do is we have to go up into our widget. And we're using this search results widget right here. And I am going to go into one of the rule, or the only rule. And on the side of the rule, there is this additional settings. And then you're going to click on textual relevance. Okay, and you can see here all of the attributes that have been checked for textual relevance. And what we're going to do is we're going to enable configuration. And we are going to go to advanced mode. And here we can give it weights. So essentially the way it works is the weights are all relative to each other. So for example, if there's a keyword in a title, it's more relevant to my search than if it's in some p tag inside of the main element. So I would give the title and maybe the description higher weights than say the body content. But the numbers are just relative to each other. You can put whatever you want. I'm just going to say a weight of 1 for the name of the title, And then for the description, I can do maybe half. And then let's say for if it's inside of the body content attribute we just created, we'll say it's maybe a quarter. Yep. And we're just going to ignore these down here. Actually, a tag, I think that makes sense also. If it is tagged, I think that should also be a 1. Subtitle, slug. I think these can all be 1. This could be a 0.5 maybe. Okay. You get the idea though. Which of these is more relevant to the keyword? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and publish my widget. And then the last thing that we have to do is just go here and then recrawl. Okay, rescan and queued already. Okay, so source is queued for indexing. So it's going to crawl again in a bit. I'm going to shut off the camera, and in our next session, we are going to then set up the React side for searching by keyword. Thanks.